The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Siegen Lane.
Morning.
A hopeful tune on a new morning.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to a Monday, huh?
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm great.
It's like this is the first time we've seen each other.
I know. It has been for a minute. We haven't been hanging out all morning.
Yeah, it's been. It's been what? At least 7-8 minutes.
I think so.
Well, you
It's
doing
been
okay?
so exciting.
How was the last
to see
7 or 8
you.
minutes?
You know what? It's been lonely without you.
Stop.
We've reunited for 9 years now.
9:15 every morning for you here, Monday through Friday, just kind of stepping you through some of the headlines. The headline coming into last week, coming into the weekend, was a string, just like a great run of days and fall weather, and it really was. It was a good weekend. Now we're going to kind of get back to what we're typically used to around here.
It was a tease. Fall is officially here, so it's saying, well, these temperatures are going to come back. You just have to suffer through a little bit more humidity, maybe a couple showers, and then we'll get back to it. But we enjoyed every bit of it this weekend.
Really did.
Yes.
So if you look outside and you're kind of like, all right, what's coming my way? Monday, you got a chance at maybe a little bit of something coming your way. It's only about a 20% chance, but you will hit the 80s today as far as highs, mid to upper. And then when you start talking about that 10-day, it's really the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday where the rain's going to be a thing. But then, look, maybe clear it up. Maybe another decent weekend as far as rain chances go. But yeah, you're going to be still playing in the 80s.
And then it drops down to the 60s. It ain't 50s, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Exactly. So we'll see what's going on there. Always keeping up to date with you, the forecast on 9 News this morning.
That's it. Something else we're keeping you on top of. So we've been talking a lot about DSNAP every day because each day a new window of opportunity is opened up for a new group of people. This week it opens up for a new group of people in a different set of parishes.
Right. And actually what you're looking at, go to WAFB.com or the 9 News app. You'll find the list of parishes right there. Ascension, Assumption, Iberville, Livingston, St. Helena, Tangipahoa. Actually, this graphic is missing St. Mary, but it's included as well. St. Martin, but just certain parts of St. Martin. And just like Phase 1, they're going to break these parishes up by last name beginning today.
That's important to know. A through F is going to be today. So if you have a last name that is not A through F, you should wait your turn to call because they saw an intense high call volume last week, dropped calls. So this is going to help. If you call in your assigned day, it's going to help weed out some of those wait times. So don't think you're trying to get ahead because if your last name does not begin, they're not going to process the interview. So really important. There are makeup days if you're not able to call in during those times. But for anyone who is applying for DSNAP benefits, you can do that online ahead of time. In fact, they're asking everyone to do that.
Yeah, you pre-register online, and then that makes the phone call that you then make on your day that much smoother, that much faster, because they already have the bulk of the information they're going to need from you. So then you make that phone call and hopefully run through there. Liz mentioned the makeup days. If you miss your given day, Friday and Saturday are going to be the makeup days, but all that waiting for you in the 9 News app and WAFB.com. Phase 2, DSNAP. Important to remember, remind folks as well, if you already get SNAP benefits,
that's good.
Not eligible for this because you're already taken care of through SNAP. This is for disaster supplemental nutrition assistance program. So just remember that as you're going through this.
Something else on the topic of hurricane recovery, we're also talking about Operation Blue Roof. So if you have a leaky ceiling right now with some rain that's coming the next few days, well, your deadline to apply for Operation Blue Roof is coming up. They actually extended it through this Thursday, that's September 30th. So just know you've got a limited window of time, and before those rain chances come in, like Wednesday, Thursday, you really want to make sure that's shored up.
So how do I apply? Actually, if you follow this story right here, jump on it, and actually, I think we have a blue text that's going to grab you. We do! Blue roof and a blue text. What you're going to find is actually a whole list of parishes. And the thing is, I mean, you at this point, almost a month after Ida, you probably know whether you're in a parish that qualifies, and pretty much all the parishes in our viewing area do. But just jump online, and there you're going to find it, the phone number to dial, or, of course, the easy website. But as Liz mentioned, get on it now, deadline quickly approaching.
That's it. We're also keeping our eyes on a headline that made national waves this weekend. Awful story to report, but we were told on Friday, about Friday evening, that a 2-year-old had gone missing from a Baton Rouge apartment complex. 2-year-old Nevaeh Allen. And Matt, day by day, this has been a heart-wrenching search. People going out in search parties. And then Sunday, we received an update in conjunction with multiple agencies from 2 states.
The other state, Mississippi, right now. And it was... why are authorities there involved? Well, It goes back to her stepfather, who has now been arrested here. He owns some property out in Slidell, not too far away from where this toddler's remains were found. So they worked part of this investigation backwards. He has now been arrested on a couple charges: improper disposal of remains, obstruction of justice. He's in parish prison right now. But Liz, what we're waiting on right now, what everybody's kind of waiting on right now, something that's going to happen later this week.
Yeah, we're waiting on an autopsy report from the Pearl River County, Mississippi folks there, the coroner there. So once that comes out, we'll hopefully pass the details along to you. They're trying to find out her cause of death, and exactly what happened here. So this investigation is still very much ongoing. And of course, with the stepfather in custody now, the charges could be changed. It just depends on what comes out after this, but we'll keep you posted.
It's just heartbreaking.
It really is.
There are so many stories that we do that can make you emotional, clearly, because it just seems like every day there's something going on. But when it's a child, and especially one this kind of age, it hits you. And you know, I put myself in that mother's shoes, the parents' shoes, and you think of your own, and you realize if somebody's going through that kind of pain. It's a lot, and there's a lot of hearts breaking right now in South Louisiana for this mother and this family. Just so much.
Again, it is something that has taken over just the hearts of many nationwide. I've been seeing the story shared all across, and you're seeing a lot of social media interaction, especially with people who were trying to find her before we found out about the arrest, before we found out about all the gruesome details about this. So again, as we learn more about exactly what happened and why, we'll let you know right here on WAFB.
So as that's going on, it was a weekend for a lot of people to maybe take a few hours as well to take a break from Hurricane Ida recovery and clean up and storm this and storm that, and maybe watch a little bit of football. We had you had LSU and Southern and the Saints playing Saturday into Sunday. Liz, we went 3 for 3. How about that?
We will take it. Even if it looked a little rough at times,
some of those
we will take every bit of it.
Yep.
I tell you what, a weekend full of football, coming out with 3 wins is great in our part of the world. But Jags taking a week off.
Next week. That's right.
Next time they'll be back is October 9th?
Right? It is. Exactly right. They're going to be in Arlington to take on Texas Southern. But it's they're not going to. It's actually it's like a neutral site. But I'll tell you, this game right here, and to Mississippi Valley State, obviously not a very good squad. But 5 touchdown throws from Bubba McDaniel, his career best for the Jags. Made it kind of close there. I mean, the first half was all Jags. They put up like nearly 300 yards of total offense, just getting after it. Valley came back on them a little bit, but the Jags put their hands out, kept them at a distance. So opening up SWAC play, 1-0.
We'll take every bit of it.
The Tigers, on the other hand, right here, still got a win. But, you know, still a few issues over there. We couldn't quite figure out what we wanted to do here or there. Mississippi State came back on them a little bit, too.
Yeah, they did towards the end there. So you got a little nervous in the fourth quarter, but the Tigers ended up coming back with that win. Great setup for Auburn coming in this Saturday. Yeah. Tigers versus Tigers in Death Valley.
Yeah.
We'll see how the showdown goes.
It's going to be interesting because I don't know if you watched a bunch of football over the weekend, but T.J. Finley, former quarterback for LSU, now one of the quarterbacks for Auburn, engineered a comeback for the Auburn Tigers against Georgia State. Georgia Southern. Anyway, engineered a comeback, and so now he's coming back into Death Valley. What will we see? I don't know. But the LSU Tigers need to figure out how to put some more yardage on the board. They got to figure out how to hold the ball a bit more. All these first downs. Mississippi State had nearly double the first down. LSU lost in every statistical category that you want to lead, except for the final score, which is what matters.
Well, hopefully we'll see a turnaround this Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see.
In the meantime, Saints also taking home a win on Sunday, up away in New England. How about that? Coming home with the win. And I tell you what, it's exciting to see them, to be able to talk about that, and then them coming home to play at the Superdome.
Yeah, which is, you know, you want to be able to come home. Obviously, we've had some technically home games where they didn't happen at home. Technically in the books, they were home games, right? But they didn't get to play at the Dome. As Liz mentioned, coming home. And it was important to try and win, well, obviously as many as you can. 2-1 coming home after that big win on the road in New England. I tell you, a run game that finally got going. Alvin Kamara, I mean, really looked good with a number of plays. Jameis Winston, a couple touchdowns, one of them, I mean, that could have been deadly. But ended up going the Saints' way. Still not a lot of total yardage for the team. But the defense, forcing 3 turnovers from the rookie quarterback, Mac Jones. And so this looks like, I think everybody kind of figured the defense would be the strength of the team coming in with some of the personnel changes on offense. And they're holding true. They are making it, making wins a possibility for the offense to kind of find their legs.
Well, hopefully we see more of that strength.
Yeah, at the
instead
Dome.
of weakness. This coming up Sunday. I know. How good does it feel to say that? So that means fans in the stands after Ida, after that weird smoke fire situation from the pressure washer from Cruz a week ago. So lots of exciting things, but exciting to be able to welcome them home and to play under those lights.
I can't wait. That'll
it's
be a lot
going
of
to be
fun.
good.
And then you got LSU under the late night lights at Tiger Stadium.
8 p.m. kickoff. That is late. Yeah.
I mean, normally it's like, the 6:30 to 7 o'clock, but I guess ESPN picked up the late game contract there. All those flex schedules exist with all these teams. So there you go. That's what was. That's what's a look ahead.
Yep.
And as far as the right now, there is a bunch of ways you can actually follow along right here, WAFB+.
Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and this is all free as long as you're a subscriber to Apple TV, or no, as long as you have an Apple TV device, you can watch it for free. You've also got us on YouTube on WAFB 9, and obviously today we just have 9 News Now, but tomorrow you get an up-and-close, personal, exclusive show with Asian Nation.
How close do we have to get to him?
Really close, like up close and personal. He likes personal interface.
He really does.
Yes.
So much so.
As long as you're vaccinated.
Yes. He will tell you that too. Every once in a while, it's like, hey, easy, buddy. So yeah, Asian Nation coming along the way. Jacques Talk, always brilliant with the in-depth interviews. He just has a way of telling a good story, Mr. Jacques D. So all that, that's just part of the menu. WAFB+.
That's it. In the meantime, again, enjoy the somewhat false summer fall temperatures. It's not. It's really not. We're dodging showers for now. But just know that later on this week, really Tuesday, Wednesday is when you're going to need to know. Again, not everyone in our viewing area, just parts of us. So just beware. That's coming.
It is.
This midweek.
All right. Y'all be safe out there.
Bye.